Thanks for joining me. I'm Sasha, and this is EHome. Before we get into today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell to be alerted of new episodes, and comment below and let me know what other DIY projects you'd like to see. In today's episode, we'll be switching the hot and cold water lines. Have you ever turned on the bathroom faucet and the water was hot and you expected it to be cold? If you'd answered yes, this video is for you. No need to worry, it's a simple fix, and I'm going to show you how. So let's get this DIY started. So for every DIY home improvement project, you always want to start off with a clean, clear space. For today's project, what you'll need: a pair of pliers, a towel, and an empty bowl to catch water. What you want to do first is identify the hot and cold water lines. The hot water line will always be on the left, and the pipe itself will feel a lot warmer. And then the cold water line will be on the right, and the pipe here would feel a lot colder. Once you've identified each, you want to turn them off. All you have to do is a quarter turn to the right for both, and you've turned the water lines completely off. Once you've turned off the water lines, you want to take your bowl and place it under the line in which you plan on unscrewing first. So I'm going to unscrew the hot water line from the cold water pipe, and then unscrew the cold water line from the hot water pipe. Once you've turned off the water, then you want to take your pliers and untighten the nut, the connection. Once it's loose enough, you can most likely untighten it with your hand. Make sure you do this slowly, as there is still water in the line and you don't want it to splash everywhere. So make sure you have your towel and your bowl ready to collect the water. It also helps to have a big enough bowl to do both. If you have a sponge, you can use that to also collect excess water. Once you've taken off the cold water line, we're going to go ahead and take off the hot water line. Well, yeah, in reverse. And we're going to go slow, as there's still water in the line. Once it's loosened enough that you can twist it with your hands. Then we are going to slowly separate it and let the excess water run through. Now, what we're going to do is put them in the right place. So we're going to take the hot water line and we're going to connect it to the hot water. And then we're going to screw that in. We're going to hand tighten it first. And then we're going to take our pliers and tighten it a little bit more. If there's water already coming out, it's okay. That's just the excess water from before. That's still caught in pipes, the lines. So it's okay if it drips a little bit for right now. Then we're going to do the same for the cold water. going to hand tighten that one. And then take our pliers and tighten it some more. Make sure you don't want to tighten it too tight, because the last thing you want to do is also strip the tread. And if you ever forget which way to go, just remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Once you finish tightening it, you want to take your towel and just dry it off, just to ensure that there isn't any leaks when you turn the water on to test. If there's no leaks, that means you did not cross tread, and that's a good thing. So once we've done that, you want to turn the water back on. Then you just turn it quarter the opposite way, and you let it run for a little bit, and you just check. You can always tell if there's water seeping through, because it'll get wet around the area. I don't see any water coming through from the cold line, so that's good. We're going to do the same for the hot. Don't see any water dripping or seeping through, so that's a good sign. You can go ahead, turn your water on, and just test it out. It's cold when you turn on the cold water, and it's hot when you turn on the hot water. Congratulations, you've switched your hot water and cold water lines all by yourself. See you again next time for another episode of EHome. I'm Sasha. Have a good one.